was guided to do an energy read. So this session will entail, basically, listener, an event occurred today in my personal life, and there was a question in the air. And that question started to linger in my thoughts, and something said, channel on it. So, it is a low vibrational energy, and it's an energy where I wouldn't want anyone to have. It's an energy that can cause a person to give up if you don't have a backbone. And it's not an energy where you can use people as your footstool. It's an energy where some people who are strong, and when they feel this type of way, they will use as animation. How do you say it? Ammunition. They will use it as ammunition to thrive and to persevere. For the most part, they will use that ammunition to be able to move forward without the pulling of loved ones or those that you would consider that would be of concern regarding you. But those of you who don't have that support system and all you have is you, it's an energy of you're not wanting to kind of hear any positive feedback, right, on how strong you are and that you're going to be okay. It's more so, I've been arguing with a friend of mine about trust and abandonment. And I feel like this low vibrational energy is attached to abandonment because there is a need for connection, not more so of what you're currently going through. It's more a story of the backstory. Nobody wants to hear your backstory on why you are the way you are. No one wants to hear the backstory on why you feel a certain type of way. And definitely nobody wants to hear your backstory on what it is you're going to do to move forward. If the action of moving forward doesn't blow the minds of others, it's like, what do you do? Following up, when I said I spoke with a friend, they had mentioned, they said, if you don't care about yourself, why would you make other people accountable to care about you if you don't care about yourself? And I didn't answer the question because I know that I care about myself, right? So I said, let me come on here because maybe this is not my energy. Maybe I am acting when there's a gateway open for me, a door of opportunity for the most part, but a gate of opportunity is what I'm referencing to. There's a gate of opportunity and I am acting out. And at this moment I'm going, do I fear something? And it's like, no, I'm in a place where I don't have to fear anyone. No one's putting me in fear. I have peace. I have a good job. I have loving children. I have a family. I have peace. And I'm sure I said that again, but I have peace. And it's no one's fault, no one to blame So I say this to say this because I know you're like, SGO, what is going on with you? It's just, minor hiccups. That's all it is. It's a hiccup. But it's an awakening within this hiccup, because when you hiccup, you're growing. For some people, it's literally you're growing in length. In others, you're just growing spiritually. You're maturing. And with that maturity comes your own inner demons. And like I said, not fear, but the test, right? Where you test those who you think care, and then you lash out on the people that care about you because something is not going a certain way. So the channel message was, do you care? That is the energy that we're channeling. And you see how low vibrational that is? Where if you have to ask someone if they care, you see how low vibrational that is? If you have to ask someone, do they care? How does that make you feel? Already before even receiving an answer. But just the thought process of having to put yourself in that position to ask someone if they care. Do you care? Care about what? You fill in the blank of what that is, listener. What is it that you want, that you're asking? Care about what? Is it you? Your situation? What is it? Your job? Your position? Let me know. There's a message, a link. You can do that, or you can email spiritualguideandlight@gmail.com for all inquiries. There is no wrong question. This is a collective reading, a general collective reading. Do you care? With a question mark. Let's put 3 on there. Let's start with you. That's what we're going to start the reading at. Do you care? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to channel all zodiac signs. All 12. So my earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. I would do a Do You Care session. And my water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. I'm going to do You Care session. And my fire signs, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. I will be doing a Do You Care session for you. And I feel like I'm missing 3 more. We did earth, water, fire. So my air signs, Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius. I will be doing a session for you of the question, do you care? And I want to start this reading off in the position of the question, do you care? And regarding you, like, do you even care? Do you care? Because it's collective. Because the energy that I'm feeling, if I ask myself, do I care? Yeah. Yes, I do. So much that I don't have the answer. I don't have the motivation to even love anymore. And you guys know that my belief system is love is kind and love is gentle. And this is not this type of love. I was talking to an associate, and I said, I was conversing with them, and I said, why is it that good people are no fun? Why is it that good people don't get passes? And the person I was conversing with, they were like, I don't know. But that is, it comes with the territory. That's just what it is. And so I want to tell you this, listener. I could tell you to hold on. I could tell you not to give up. I can tell you to create a routine. I can tell you that you're not alone. I could tell you that the situation could be worse. But this is something you already know. And the question is, do you care? And so when I was asking someone, do you care? It was really more so, I felt like if the question was, do I care about myself? I have to care about myself in order for someone else to care about me. So it brought me to the question was, so since I'm conversing with you, does that mean that you don't think that I care about myself just for my association with you? Oh yeah, listener. It's a collective reader. You know how they say at every second it's a car accident. Every second someone's house is getting broken into. Every second a child is born. In this second, that experience, do you care? And to really think like who you associate with, if you have to ask them, do they care? And I'm a true believer that sometimes you come into people's lives to teach them a lesson, but then they think they're teaching you one. It doesn't matter about bravery and honoring and, putting on the full armor of God and saying, I am a student and I'm always in warfare, and I don't ask to be. But common sense, I will not fear. I will fear no evil. Right? So we're going to tap into that energy. I'm in no rush because I'm really, I don't know if I want to start off with air signs, fire. I think I'm going to start off. I don't know if I want to, I don't know. I'm going to kind of sit back on it. I'm going to take a break. But just an announcement, you can go to YouTube. If you didn't know, we do have a YouTube channel, so make sure that you head on over there and check it out. You also will find your own individual Zodiac folder. All right. Everything is pretty much organized. It's not like the podcast. Every session, it's as they're uploaded. I can't, categorize them and put them in different places like I can do on YouTube. But you have your individual Zodiac folder available to you, as well as all the additional collective general readings. Now, listener, keep in mind that channeled messages may not resonate with you, and that's okay. Okay? It's so ironic how the smallest things can actually be the impact of something that will change everything. That would change everything. All right, so let's go ahead and jump on into this session. So we're going to take a look at what signs. All right, let's see. I'm being guided to tell that whatever signs come out, that those are signs in pertaining to your birth chart, in pertaining to signs, zodiac signs. This is to keep in mind of the zodiacs that you are dealing with, could be dealing with, are the zodiac signs that are behind the scenes. I never understood why people act as if it's human nature to how do I say this, listener? Like, listener, I can't talk bad about you because I don't know you, but it happens, you know? You see someone, it could be as simple as someone wearing a certain color. I don't like that person because they were in that color. And it happens, you know? But let's see what zodiac signs come out in pertaining to do you care? In pertaining to do you care, listener? The question is you. Do you care? Do you or do you not? Keep in mind that the zodiac signs, do they care? If there's even a they. Because sometimes certain people are not even aware of the person. So why care? Is it human nature to just care like that? Or are we trained to care like that? Alright, what zodiac signs? What zodiac signs? Alright, we have 3 cards that came out. We have fire. We have an inverted dream water and Pisces. Inverted. And we have one more, a cross watcher air inverted. A cross watcher, this inverted cross watcher air sign is someone that you are not dealing with. And it could be a fire sign. Communicating with the people you do not deal with. A Pisces to be exact. And it doesn't necessarily have to be a person who is a Pisces. They could be in Pisces energy. In the past, they were in Pisces energy. We have dreamer. What does this have to do with you caring, though? Dreamer is inverted. A water sign connected to this Pisces. So a Pisces thought that they were a counterpart. Your counterpart. Your counterpart is a fire sign. And you could be an air sign. Or vice versa. So with the fire sign, it could be Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. This divine air, because you have a cross watcher air inverted. This means that someone is no longer interested. Someone is no longer paying attention. Someone is no longer in a fantasy pertaining to you, or this is you. You're no longer capturing the picture of being with someone. You don't see it as a long haul. Are you done the long haul? And you're saying no. It really feels like, I don't care if you even care or not, as a collective, it feels like there's a fire sign connected to an air sign, who this fire sign is making this divine air sign, which could be Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, aware of their own potentials. It's like, that is beautiful. You can tell someone that they're nice. A person can say that they are a nice person, right? Like, so a person can say, I'm nice, right? But it's something about when a person tells you, you know what, listener, you're a nice person. I just wanted you to know that. It's more impactful than you saying out loud, I am a nice person. It feels good, but it's kind of like a renewal. When a person acknowledges a quality of you, a characteristic, a soft quality of you, right? When it becomes renewed, regenerated, refreshed, and now you're being nice to a degree, to reassure that you were acknowledged of being nice. I feel like this dream water, and the water sign who is no longer in La La Land, about a connection. They were watching an air sign. And this air sign here is a divine air sign. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Fire and air. This is letting me, it feels like something, because fire and air and fire. Only way it's a good combination is if the fire is contained. Something is going to be revealed to you, but do you care? That's the thing. If you didn't understand about what signs is in your session, I don't know what to tell you. Sagittarius is not a fire sign. Sagittarius is not one of the fire signs, so it's out of Leo and Aries. Aries don't care. That's Aries energy. And then I have a dream air. We already have not a Pisces already. Oh. Someone is trying to mimic somebody, and I don't think you care. A reason why I say that is because how do you know if someone's trying to be like you or mimic you? Unless you've been around this person and you're able to see. You're going to get ready. You're going to be able to see the impact that you have, whether you like it or not. This could be a good impact. Just a FYI. But it may change you. A lot of people are changing. Fall is coming. Out with the old so we can prepare for the new. I am not an approver, listener. When it comes to certain prayers, praying for patience, That's one thing that I would never just tell anyone to pray for, unless you truly know what it is, of what type of patience. And if you don't know what type of patience you need at this time, I recommend to pray for the patience that is good for you, that will not allow you to lose yourself, but allow you to grow. And we all have these deaths, okay? In order to grow, you have to be uncomfortable with change. Be uncomfortable with putting in the work. And as the collective, millennials, if I'm saying it right, against is it Generation Z? It's not about the competition, because they say millennials are spoiled. And I do not agree, to a certain degree. The reason why, because you have people who were born in the 80s and they didn't have a silver or gold spoon. So how does that make someone spoiled? It's just because you were born in the 80s. There's no getting away from it. It's already stamped. So, what am I saying? What messages do you have for the listener? Listener, it says, negative karmic ties. This negative karmic ties, they don't have access to you, because you have Pisces in reverse, and that was inverted, and something about an air sign. Someone has negative karmic ties. Cut the cord. And if you're not strong enough to cut the cord, untie the knot. Untie the knot. I'm also getting with this negative karmic ties. Like I said, as a collective, do you care? Someone is trying to make you see something. It's like someone's trying to put you into a position where you see something a certain way, but that's not what's going on. It's kind of like, listener, I tell you to meet me somewhere, right? And I have it to where you see something, but what you see is not what it is. It's supposed to make you think one way, but that's not what's going on. I don't think you would care. And, yeah, you won't care, because you've accepted certain type of behaviors, or you've accepted people for who they are, so you just don't care. Or this is how people feel about you. Accept that you have karmic ties. We have contracts, yeah. So this is by association here. I don't think you care about anything from your past. Even if something was to resurface, people are going to have to accept it, because you're not worried about it. And you, Lord forbid, and my God, you're not worried about no contracts. Anything that has your name on it, address, date of birth, is a contract. Any application that you fill out is a contract. Every time you sign up for something on your phone, it's a contract. And whoever this negative karmic person or persons, listener, this could just be in a sense of an awareness to accept their negative behavior. And that may, by accepting it, that may end foolishness, or it may cut the ties where you are no longer affected by association. What else? It's like someone knowing someone and they say their name. Yeah, I know them. Yeah, I'll call them right now. You know what I mean? So rude. That's rude. Ugh. Let me see. We have trust inverted. Okay. All right. A listener. You don't trust anyone. You don't trust none of these karmics. So whoever you have trust issues, whoever you have trust issues with is a karmic. And you have to accept that. So this is a learning, these contracts with these karmics is to teach a lesson. You clarify contracts, because what I'm about to say before something comes out is you can modify a contract, come to terms, clarifying contract. We have not changing your mind, and this is inverted, so you have changed your mind. You're giving someone another chance. And then we have spark in reverse. You don't like whoever's a fire sign or whoever's acting like they don't care. You don't like it. So you don't trust them, but you accept them. You accept who they're connected with or who they have dealings with. What other messages do you have pertaining to the collective? Let me see something. Hopefully this works. What else do you have? Any other messages? Bear with me, listener. I am shuffling. And I don't want to rush this collective reading for the earth, air, fire, and water signs. Alright. What does it say? Your taste buds could be changing. Like something about you is changing. And it's kind of like, why wouldn't people recognize it? We have higher self. This is growing into yourself as well.
So you ready to grow? In people's eyes, it looks like you're not interested in improving yourself. This makes it seem like someone is miserable. We have STD inverted. This could be spiritual or physical by touch. So if you had a health scare, it is clear. So someone wants to get tested. Any other message? All right, you have career in reverse. Don't give up. Easy said than done. Cancel. Told you don't give up. Look up to you. Look up to you. I have seen someone share this piece of information, and so I said I'm going to share this piece of information because someone has to know. Because with all of the distractions, and then it gets to the point where you don't care, guess what we forget? We forget that we are spending the rest of our lives with ourselves. To death do us part. Self. That's a commitment whether you want it or not. So, it's just telling me cancel all the BS. Put yourself first. Renew the contract with yourself. And what it is when it comes to this STD inverted with the career, this is saying get away from shit that can kill you. And that could be stress. I had a conversation with someone, and they were schooling me on stress and what stress does to the body. Okay? So this right here is telling me, stop choosing places of employment that's full of drama. You could recognize them. This may not be you. Your person cannot keep a job because what you don't know what's going on, they're attracted to drama and they keep going there. But with this higher self, this is something that you know. You know why your person can't keep no job. Because they don't want to work. They say they do. What other messages? At this point, do you care? Do you? Ghost. I was hearing that song. Do you? Do you? Do you? I'll keep it on the low. Do you? Do you? Oh, third party energy. Wow, somebody want to keep it on the low. When there's a contract, do you? All you gotta do is say yes. We have gaslight in reverse. So if you've been wondering, is this your person? Yeah. But you gotta understand that nobody is perfect. And then we have facade inverted. So it's truth. So there's no need for you to act like you don't care when you got truth that is not against you. Let me see. Let's see what other messages come out. Alright. I'm going to shuffle these for a minute. And for those of you who are just now popping in, welcome. You know how it's because you clicked play and then you fast forwarded. Hey, welcome to SGL Spiritual Guiding Light. Alright. Is there what other messages? Why do you allow people to make decisions? You allow certain people to make decisions for you. What people don't know is what you should say no to. What you should say no to is what you always say yes to. And so that's what needs to change. We have observer. If this is faith, I have faith in you. Do you have faith in yourself? There's a lack of faith that's being observed. Our faith is being observed. It's one of the two. Someone's name could be Faith. Expect a phone call and observe what you hear. What you hear will be true. Oh. Congratulations if you are wanting to know if you are will be expecting. Congratulations. That's not the barrier of bad news. You've been asking, that was your question. And it is yes. All right. What other messages do you have for my... Oh, I already pulled... Didn't I pull these ones already? I pulled your goddess... No, I didn't pull your goddess oracles. All right, hold on. I'm mixing cards now. All right, listener. Let's see what goddess oracles come out for you. I keep hearing dogs barking. Okay. We have body of water. And you remember in the beginning of your reading, it's not a Pisces. Bear with me. I was, remember when I just said, I hear like dogs barking. Share your emotions. That's for some of you. Your emotions, you sharing your emotions is going to be profitable. So you don't have to fight to prove who you are, what you've been through. Go tell your story. Start that book. Go do public speaking. Don't be afraid to tell your story. You are protected. And when you tell your story, be very bold and unapologetic. That's Aries energy. And that's a fire sign. Yeah. For some reason, I'm being guided to tell you it's all in the instinct. All in the instinct. All right. Let me see. Let me pull from another deck. I don't think I'm going to add tarot to your reading. We've just been doing oracle cards. I was thinking about seeing what direction this should go into. Like, should you care? Should someone care? I mean, like I said, what you think is right be actually wrong. And what's wrong, you be thinking is right. So, all right. We have, what does this say? Seer. So yeah, so this is cloudy judgment or confusion. Because the seer is my high priestess. But in this case, this is giving me confusion of the moon, whether it's upright or inverted. It's confusion either way. If it's in reverse, it's a misinterpretation. Remember when I said, listener, it's like being put in a position where something looks one way, but that's not what it is. That's the pretty much, listener. You don't have to force anything. You don't have to sneak around either. You don't have to join anything. You don't have to participate. This sounds like a spoiled person. It sounds like a privileged person. It's just right now, for some of you, you are still having healing. You don't even want to hear from your spirit guides. This trust inverted again. And then soul power. You will be able to revamp. You just have to want to, because we can depend on people and be let down because it's a certain way you want something to unfold. And it doesn't have to be so dramatic. It could be simple as, reading a book. How beautiful is it to have a person read you a book, sharing information? I think that is beautiful. Don't you think? Let me see. All right. What other messages? What other messages? It says stand your grounds. Stand your grounds. This is saying, if you need help, say it. If you don't get distracted. Because something is set up to make you think one way, and that's not what it is. This is like seeing someone at a grocery store and you saw someone gave him a hug, and now in your head you're like, ooh, right? This is not the situation. Yeah. Another level of protection. Okay, let me go ahead and close out with an angel guide message for you. Just one moment. Once I get this situated, you know what? They're not even right here. Let me see. Here they are. Let me see. Okay. Angel guide. I know it's more than one. It gotta be. Let me see. I feel like I keep repeating myself for some reason. For someone was acting nonchalant when it came to knowing that magic is real. And now it's like whoever didn't care, now you care. Should I just say energy is real? That's what I'll say. That sounds a little bit more safe than just saying magic. Because angel guide message. And this is a collective reading. I wonder how it's going to go. You know what? I'm not going to do all 12 zodiac signs one by one to see what's the channel energy around. Do you care? With the question mark. I'm going to keep them, the elements together, earth, air, fire, and water signs. So it'll be 4 readings instead of 12. Your angel guide message, again, is guardian angel. You had guardian angel in another deck. And I said it's safe for you to tell your story or do whatever it is that you've been holding back from doing. Where you were holding yourself back from doing certain things. Now you need to release yourself from yourself. Remember I said you have a contract with yourself that you didn't even ask for. From death to your part, you can't divorce yourself. But you can command self. You can put self under control. But that takes work. And being able to, the work that you need to do to keep your sanity, to allow your space to grow with value and assets with the right people. Because at one point we pulled messages of someone who can't keep a job because they're just attracted to, drama. They're always starting something. So, you gotta pray for this too. So, okay. Every time I get an angel card, now I'll be thinking of that song, You're My Angel. And I don't even sing like that. But yeah, somebody is somebody, angel. Anywho, don't forget, love is kind, love is gentle. Those are the messages that came out. Make sure you, don't just click off. You need to know what's available. YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe so that you can be a part of the success and growth of the channel. Thank you. Thank you so much. So, till we meet again.